Happy holidays, everybody. This is the season, so we got another vlog episode for you today. Today, we're gonna be doing a book review. Now, a book review and reviewing books via video is something that I've always done for every company. I love to read. I love to read business books and to learn vicariously through other entrepreneurs, their journey. You can always find something positive to sort of take away from them. And today we're going to be talking about Ding Dong by Jamie Siminoff. He's the founder of RING. But before we do that, I want to keep myself accountable to you, the audience, as we build in public last week's numbers. So let's go over to our famous whiteboard, fire up the old GoPro, and let's look at last week's numbers. They weren't too good. All right, so here we are, and you can see our key metrics there up at the top. This is week 51. We're off to a good start with week 52. We did get one customer review. It was great. Last week, we didn't do any customer reviews. We put up a build in public video that performed really, really well. But in terms of performance, we want to prioritize focusing on the outputs, not the inputs. So not really concerned right now at this stage of the game, how many views we get, how many likes, comments, and subscribers. We just want to build and strengthen our content muscles to produce content consistently and on a regular basis. All right, so no Instagram posts. We did get 2 stories out, 0 ad spend, which is the first, and we did get 3 signups for package services. But those 3 signups, I mean, we're in holiday season, so it's a seasonality tick to this business. So we definitely have to do a lot better, be a lot more consistent with marketing. And the reason why our ad spend was 0 is because we didn't have enough good content to kick out and produce. So as you can see, it's all one sort of silver lining. The more content we produce, the better we can, the more confident we are in boosting content, subscribers, so it creates like a flywheel. We're still trying to figure out the best way to add new customers to this package hub business. I think we got a great product. I think we got a great service. But the best marketer in most markets wins, and that's what we got to figure out. So that's the number one constraint for our business. It's a demand constraint. How do we generate more demand for our products? Maybe Jamie can teach us something about that. So let's see what the book has to say. All right, so we're back at it. So, as I said, I've been reviewing books a long time. You can learn a lot. But the first point that really stood out to me in this book is it's not always obvious. Nobody gets the next big thing. So Jamie Siminoff was actually on Shark Tank. So he pitched his Ring doorbell. It was called Doorbot at the time. And he pitched all the sharks, Mark Cuban, Mr. Wonderful. And they basically said, we don't see the vision. We need to invest in something that scales to a big business so we can justify our time and investment. Mark Cuban just flat out said, I just think this will top out as an 80, 90 million dollar business. It's not really worth my time.
I've got to be able to say, you know what, when I jump in, I've got to add enough value that this company, instead of being worth 7 million, should be worth 80 million, 90 million. I just don't see that progression. And for that reason, I'm out.
Jamie Siminoff sold RING to Jeff Bezos for $1.1 billion. So it wasn't obvious to them. Many people with his business model to Jamie said, we just don't get it. Why does anybody need a doorbell? And when it comes to making it germane to our business, I don't expect people to necessarily think that we can build Schleps Package Hub into a big business. Our model centers around package hubs in densely populated areas with a hub, and then we have spoke models where each spoke is represented by a locker suite location that is unmanned, low cost, high net operating profit, and then just we continue that from Boston to Brickell. I think it can be as big as Sanyao Station, which was the offshoot in China of Alibaba. Now it's one of the unicorn businesses. I think we can do the same thing here. Most people maybe don't get it quite yet, but just like Jamie, over time, you have to show people. Now, on day one, if everybody gets your business, it's probably already been done. It's probably a lot of a red ocean in that market. So entrepreneurs, don't worry if people don't get your idea. They're not supposed to. And this is reflective in the story of Uber. Nobody's ever going to get in anybody's car. And Airbnb, why would somebody want to sleep? And you see it over and over again. So the first big point is it's not obvious. Nobody gets the next big thing, not even the most successful entrepreneurs, not even Shark Tank. Point number two is brand over everything. So back when he was doorbot.com, he was struggling for money. He was always constantly broke. And he tells about a time when he purchased ring.com, four-letter word, ring.com, for over $1 million. And his board was giving him hell for it. He said, we don't have that kind of money to spend. But he says it literally changed everything. Number one, he says that after he changed it to ring.com, he initially got $600,000 in orders upon the announcement of ring.com, and he sold 4,300 units at that $200 price point. And so it really helped control the narrative as well. And so another thing in terms of brand is the mission. So Ring's mission, and this all fits under the brand, is to make neighborhoods safer. So he would say right here on a specific account, we are not a doorbell company. We are a making neighborhoods safer company whose first product just happens to be a doorbell. Now you might be one of those entrepreneurs that doesn't necessarily believe in vision and mission statements and value, and that to you might be juju, just a lot of magic, right? And you're just saying, basically, my mission is to make money. You want to sort of stand back from that and to think a lot bigger, just in terms of the capabilities that your company can ultimately become. So we're sort of crafting our mission right here at Schleps as well. I'll give you sort of like the first draft of what we got in terms of our mission. And we're still like tweaking it, but the mission should help you think big. It should help guide what products and services you offer. It should really speak to the heart and soul of the business. And here's what we got. Let me know what you think of this. So that we use, our mission is to deliver a world-class customer experience for every package entrusted to us. So if you sort of step back and you frame the business, why do we exist? What's the ethos of the business? So what is a world-class customer experience? That's big ambition, to be world-class at anything. What is a world-class customer experience in the domain of package services? So right now, that's what I want to sort of germinate in my mind, to ideate around and to create that world, that experience, so when people think Schleps, it's just bigger than, oh, this is a place I get to send my packages. No. We want to make everyone feel like they live in a luxury apartment and we're their personal doorman. We want it high touch, a high human touch, world-class customer experience, a la like a Ritz-Carlton or one of those businesses. And that's what he was talking about in terms of the mission. The mission at Ring is to make neighborhoods safer. He's saying defining the mission helps you clarify the problem and gives insight into what you should innovate on next. Ring is in the home security business. What makes me feel safer is the question. So anything that makes me feel safer at home, that's Ring's business, right? Anything in terms of world-class customer service or world-class customer experience, because I like the word experience over service, because service really leads to the personal human touch. Experience encompasses not only the personal human touch, but also the processes and the technology, everything that the customer feels when engaging with the product, right? So that's what this book helped me really focus on, is the wording, really framing the conversation. Give you another funny story. So after Jamie walked off of Shark Tank without a deal, they didn't get it. A few months after, he got in contact with Richard Branson, the famous, legendary founder of Virgin. And Richard Branson said, hey, you got a nice doorbell. Let me buy some of your doorbells for my friends. I think it'll be a great Christmas gift. He responded back, we're also going to make your friends feel safer at home. So he's controlling the narrative. It's not just a doorbell, right? This is not just package services. It's bigger than that, right? You have to redefine the TAM. Richard Branson then responded, how do you make people feel safer with a doorbell? And that's where Jamie struck a great conversation, really helped him understand that that video camera, the footage, and all that experience that he was providing for his customer was just a bigger TAM, a bigger total addressable market than just a doorbell company, right? Control the narrative, reframe the problem, think bigger. Missions help us entrepreneurs do that at a big scale. All right, what ended up happening is Richard Branson loved the company. He invested millions of dollars, led the round in like this big, I think it was a Series C round, which was amazing, to raise $200 million, reframing the problem. All right, in terms of other good takeaways from the business, it just goes through a lot of you're common, running out of money, trying to find product markets fit, dealing with competitors. So all that's in there, running the mill stuff with every single entrepreneur. Amazon comes back to the table, all the investors come back to the table, and then Jeff Bezos writes this. Jeff Bezos said to his team as they were considering whether to acquire Ring outright or to participate in the Series E, Bezos says, "I'd buy it right now. To be clear, my view here is that we are buying market position, not technology, and market position and momentum are very valuable," right? So Jeff Bezos was clear on the asset that Ring had. Ring, positioning itself in home security, was a great market. It wasn't just a doorbell. They could sell floodlights. They could sell Wi-Fi extenders. They could sell alarm systems. They can sell sensors. It was just this huge market with a lot of runway. They had struck a chord and resonated with customers. They also had the brand and a lot of momentum in terms of sales, holiday gifts, QVC. They were doing all the things. And that momentum and market share and mind share that they had in the customer, Jeff Bezos saw as valuable enough to buy. Long story short, they purchased the company. Hello, hello. How are you? Good. There you go, Kristen.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, now happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
So customer just came to pick up their package, but again, long story short, Jeff Bezos and Amazon and company, they purchased the company, and Jamie lives happily ever after. So this was a good book. If you like entrepreneurship reads, it is written in a way just like Jamie talks, so he curses a lot in this book. It moves very fast. It's a very good tactical book, shows you the behind the scenes in a lot of different ways, and it's a great overall story. The biggest takeaway for me is the importance of framing the mission, understanding that this is not just a package hub. What we're doing is first draft. Our mission is to deliver a world-class customer experience for every package entrusted to us. First draft, we're still working on it, but I think that really speaks to why we're here and what we're doing. Let me know what you guys think about the mission. What's your mission? Even if you got a small business like us, I want you to think big and ambitious. See you guys on the next video. Happy holidays.